Hello my beautiful butterflies, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new, and welcome to the weekly vlog where I share my life as a disabled witch. The sun's trying to come through but it's raining at the same time, and I've had a really difficult weekend. I will catch you up a bit later about that, but today I'm going to see my friend and she's going to do my waxing, like my eyebrows and my legs. I'm just going to have a lovely pamper time. I don't think I'm going to record it because we're both going through a bit of a tough time, so we need to, you know, decompress. So I think what I'll do is I'll catch up with you when I get back and we can have a good catch up about everything that's been going on. See you in a bit. Today, I had a lovely time with my friend. It was so nice. I took her a bunch of flowers and a box of chocolates because she's been having a rough time, and then she treated me to my treatments, which was really nice. So it was just kind of like self-care given to one another, and it was lovely. And it was nice to like put the world to rights and get our feelings out and chat. And it's important to do. You know, time with your friends is important, and I had a lovely time. And then I came back, had a cup of tea and a packet of crisps. Spicy knickknacks. I don't think you probably have these in America, but they're just the greatest packet of crisps in the world. Other than like kettle chips. They're probably just a little... Anyway. Then I went to sleep for a few hours and now I'm coming to bed. Yeah, I got a video out, so that was good. But yeah, it just hasn't really, you know, it's not been good day, productive really. And that means that tomorrow's going to be really, really busy. So we're going to have a bit of time doing our devotional time, and I need to help Mum have a shower, then I need to record Friday's video and then edit Friday's video. So it's going to be a bit of a busy day, so I think I'm going to clamber into bed and have an early night. However, my lovely friend did my eyebrows. They look amazing, so I'm feeling a bit more buoyed than I was. You know, I was feeling really rubbish and now I feel better, so it's good. But I didn't get to record much. I was asleep for much of it. Anyway, I'm gonna have a good night's sleep and I will see you all in the morning. Good night. Hello my loves, hope you're all doing well today. Okay-ish, better than I was yesterday, that's for sure. Today I need to record a video for Friday and then edit that video, so that's if I can get those two done, I'll be good. So I'm just trying to get through the day. It's cold. I don't know why it's cold. Life in England, I suppose. Look at my little EDS thumb. What is that? Anyway, I'll see you all in a bit. I think I'm going to read for a little bit more and then we'll have some time in the witchy room, I think. Oh, and I think the hubby is back, so maybe we'll have a cup of tea. I've just done my daily devotions with Hecate and meditated, and it feels so nice. My fatigue levels, my chronic illnesses have made it really difficult for me to come and be in my altar room, and over the last week or so I've just really not been able to do anything that I've wanted to do. I've just kind of been asleep or doing the bare minimum. And I think it's important to say that it's okay if all you can do is the bare minimum. It's okay if all you're doing is getting through the day. It doesn't make you less of a witch. It doesn't make me less of a witch. It doesn't mean that you're not devoted to your gods and goddesses. It doesn't mean that you don't want to be there. I think next month I'm going to try and create something that I can use, and hopefully you can use as well, to really ground us in an altar that can be with us all the time, and we can use even if we're stuck in bed or even if we're not feeling well. That's my goal. I think we're going to do that next month, and I'm really, really excited for it. So make sure you subscribe. I just really hope that I can show you that it's okay to feel disconnected from your craft, to feel lost in illness or lost in, the world's very heavy at the moment. It's a difficult place to be. It looks like we're on the verge of war. It's people are getting into power who are not, they just don't care about the vast majority of us. And it's really hard to know that. It's really hard to watch it happening in slow motion, as if you can see a car crash ready to happen. But stepping away from that sometimes is okay. And surviving in this really difficult world, it's okay. We're going to be okay. We're going to get through this. And, we've all survived so much in our lives, no matter how old you are. If you're watching this, we've got through so much, and we can get through so much more. We just have to give ourselves a little bit of grace and remember that prayer, using our voices, is just as important as making a spell jar or creating a potion or whatever. Those little steps every day are just as important as the big altar devotions. And our magic might seem less than or looked down upon by other witches, but I think that's just our mentality of production and society, and our worth being from what we do. But in reality, gods don't see us that way. Our ancestors don't see us that way. They just see us as doing our best. So we need to remember that we're just doing our best, and to keep moving forward, keep loving ourselves, and just be kinder to each other and to ourselves. Okay, I think right now I'm going to head downstairs and have a cup of tea, take my midday tablets, and then we're going to record a video all about the beautiful Hecate, and I've got ink all over my fingers. Awesome. So Wednesday began with Animal Crossing and cuddled up with my little dog and my husband on the sofa watching TV, which was so cosy. Then I spent some time wrapping up all the bits of our kitchen, because we are going to be decorating in the next couple of weeks, and I need to get everything packed away, and I'm using old wrapping materials from Amazon parcels that we've been collecting for a while now, so it feels a little bit easier to do. And all our bits and bobs that we've had in the kitchen, everything's been redone, and that's because we moved in with my mum, and it doesn't feel like our space. We want something a bit witchier, a bit cuter, and a bit more up to date, so we're doing lots of bits and bobs. And while I'm recording this, we're in our prep week where we're going to be cleaning it all and everything and rearranging things, so it feels really good to be getting into the fun stuff, and I think it's important to remember that we need our space to feel magical, to feel whimsical, especially when you're chronically ill. I think it's so important to fill your area with stuff that you've loved, and I've been thrifting stuff for this for a couple of years, so I'm really, really excited to finally get to it. Oh, and here's me getting kissed and loved on by our little puppy while I lie down and rest, because this day I just did not feel too well, so I was doing little bite-sized pieces. Look how much my doggy loves me. He's like, yes I do, mummy. He's so cute. And it was just so nice to cuddle up and rest for the day. Don't forget, rest is so important. and I started reading. I'm reading Cinder Vale here, and I love this book. I'll tell you more at the end of this video about this book, because we have a little catch up at the end all about what I've been reading and watching, so make sure you stay till the very end of the video for that. Good evening, my lovelies. It's been quite a nice day, actually. Been very chill. I've played Animal Crossing. I've had 2 naps, which has been nice. Yeah, I'm really struggling with my fatigue at the moment and feeling a bit rubbish. So I'm going to try and dye my hair tonight. I'm going for purple. I tried to dye it a couple of weeks ago, and I tried this really cheap hair dye, and it was rubbish. It was really bad. It literally dyed my scalp more than my hair, and then just washed out the next time I washed my hair. It didn't last even like 2 washes. So I'm going to try dyeing it with Clairol. I'll leave a link down below to the hair dye that I'm trying. My hair is very dark, so it's hard to find hair dye that works, but I always used to just dye my hair purple all the time, and I loved it. So we're going to give it a whirl. I'm not going to record myself because I'm just going to get in the shower and then get into bed, but I'll let you know what it's like in the morning. I'm quite excited actually, because yeah, I quite like having dyed hair. It's fun. So we're going to go purple, which is my favourite colour, as you can see. So hopefully it'll come out well. I'll let you know in the morning. Thursday started joyfully with editing. Anyone who's been here for a while knows that it is my least favourite part of being a YouTuber, but we do what we've got to do, right? And yeah, I know a lot of you enjoy these behind the scenes bits, but that's all I do for hours. And then here I am with my wonderful husband, because when we moved in with my mum, 6 or 7 years ago now, we literally just moved in and plonked everything in cupboards, and we've never really organised things properly. So here we are, coming to paint and update the kitchen a little bit without ripping all the cupboards out, and we just needed to give it a good clean. Yeah, we've got to clean, and I know witches are supposed to use, handmade cleaning materials and things, but as a disabled witch, I use antibacterial wipes, and I'm not going to feel guilty about it. I wish I could do the whole, witchy cleaning thing, but if you can't either because of fatigue and money and abilities, that's okay. That's okay. We're still witches. We're still valid in the community. And here we are. This is where the cups and things are going to live. Below that, you can see the monstrosity that is one of the cupboards, and this is what the cupboards look like. This bottom shelf, isn't it a nightmare? It's just been really, really hard to live in a space that has that feels chaotic. Let's be honest, it feels and looks chaotic. So we're moving things around, getting organised. Here's me with my labels, putting everything, this is our medications, all together so that we can just grab them and redo them as needed. This has been a game changer already. Good morning, everyone. I've had a long lie-in this morning. I'm watching this TV show. Hold on. It's called Off Campus. I think it's based on some books. I need to read the books. But the TV show, I'm gripped. I basically have the taste of a 15-year-old girl. I still love Twilight. I love anything aimed at like mid-teens. It's a problem. But anyway, I'm really enjoying watching it. I've just had some toast and a cup of tea and a long lie-in. I needed it. I did a lot yesterday. I'm not feeling too bad today, but I just need to be a bit careful, You know, when you just know you're on the brink of doing too much, so you need to dial it back a bit. So today I think is going to be a pyjamas day. I just really can't be bothered with picking an outfit out. And that's okay. We don't have to be dressed up fancy every day. So what I think I'm going to do is have a wash, get dressed, all that good fun stuff. And then I need to finish editing my video and get that up so I can put it out later. And then we're going to have a bit of time in my devotional room, and then we'll just see where we are. We'll just see where we are. I don't really have a major plan for the day, and you know what, that's okay. But I think afterwards, at some point today, I'm going to have a catch up. You know, what I'm watching, what I'm reading, what I'm doing, hobby-wise, because we haven't done that for a bit. So we'll have a little catch up, yeah? Grab a cup of tea together. So, yeah, that's the plan for the day. But right now, let's get up. Hello, my darlings, and welcome to this cozy catch-up chat thing. I'm not quite sure what this is going to be, but I've got my cup of tea, so grab yours if you've got one, and a furry creature. Twig's downstairs. I couldn't tempt him to come and chat, but there you go. So today I just kind of wanted to have a chit chat with you all because I have been struggling. My fatigue is really bad at the moment, and I'm just kind of, struggling. Let's be honest. I just thought I'd come and catch you all up because I am packing up the kitchen at the moment. We're changing all the kitchen cabinets around, reorganising everything. We're ordering stuff. By the way, huge thank you to my Patreons. You keep the lights on here on the channel more than you could ever know. And if you're interested in supporting me in my life and helping me with the running costs of this channel, then links to Ko-fi and Patreon are down below. No pressure, just giving this video a like, a comment, hype it if you can, share it out, tell your cousin about me, whatever. It all helps, but thank you everyone. I'm spending a lot of time resting, and so I thought we could spend a little bit of time talking about what I'm reading, what I'm doing, what I'm watching. Yeah, let's get into it. So I just finished at the weekend Cindervale. Cindervale is such a good book, and it's from the universe and writers of Zodiac Academy. I've read everything in that verse. I love when it's a big cohesive verse. I love when people write lots of different books and lots of different things and couples, but when you read the whole lot, you just get to know this whole world that they've created, and I love that about the Zodiac Academy universe. Same with Shadowhunters verse, and yeah, I just love it. What I will say is Cindervale has two enemies to lovers. It is a battle brewing. There's evil and there's good, and people can turn into animals and magical myth. There's one guy in it who turns into a dragon. It's fantasy, it's romance, it's brilliant. I love it. Yeah, go and read it. I will leave links to all this stuff down below, by the way. Right now, I've started reading Run, Rose, Run, and this is a James Patterson book, which is not very me. I will be honest, I'm not a huge fan of James Patterson. However, it is based on either an album or a song by Dolly Parton, and that is why I bought it. And I've had this to read for a while. I'm not quite sure what it's about. We're following a girl who's basically running away from her life, and I think that's what it's about. I'm not quite sure. It's a good read. It's well written. I mean, it's James Patterson. Even if you're not into the kind of books that he writes, you have to admit he's a good writer. So I'll admit that. It's very well written so far. I'm only a couple of chapters into it. I'll let you know how I feel after the weekend, probably. Witchcraft wise. Wow, that's not easy to say. I'm currently reading Pagan Portals book. So it's not a lot of reading, but it's taken me a couple of months. I'm reading Ivy Corvus, who is an incredible creator, and her book is about chaos magic. It's a brilliant book. I'm really enjoying it, but I don't read my witchcraft when I'm fatigued. You know, why would I read witchcraft when I'm fatigued? I want to be able to take it in and absorb the knowledge. It'd be a bit like if you were learning another language. If you're struggling with your fatigue, you're not going to try and read, you know, different language. Does that make sense? I hope so. I'm drinking Yorkshire tea, by the way. It's beautiful. So the Ivy Corvus book, I hopefully will finish next week. I really hope so. It's a physical book that I have, and physical books are harder to read at the moment because I don't know if you've noticed, I got a splint on my hand and I'm waiting to see neurology about all these new symptoms that I'm having. There's a huge waiting list and it's not fun, but we do what we do. Yesterday, one of my favourite shows is back, Rivals. This is on Disney Plus and it is based on the Jilly Cooper books from the 1980s. So it's set in the 1980s. The soundtrack is bellissima, and you can find that on Spotify. They've done a whole playlist. I love this show. It has David Tennant, who's a Doctor Who. It's got one of my favourite babies, and if you've been here for a while, you'll know Danny Dyer. My absolute sweetheart. I love that man so much. So I'm just really, really enjoying this, like, very English, very 1980s, very much my childhood. Because everybody's mom read Jilly Cooper. She was the #1 author. Here in England, I don't know if she made it over to America, but surprise, surprise, up pops Hayley Atwell. Hayley Atwell is one of my favourite actresses. So that made me just love it even more because I love that woman. And her character is part of another book that she wrote back in the day. So I'm hoping that they'll spin off and do that as well. So that's exciting. And I do have Rivals, the book, on Kindle. I would love to start finding them in charity shops, the Jilly Cooper books. That would be a dream to have the original, like, old Jilly Cooper books. How cool would that be? So I would quite like to look for them if I can. Also this week, I finally saw the Barbie movie. I know. Where have I been? What have I been doing? There are many reasons why I don't see things in the cinema, and then it took time for it to come on to streaming. I can't rent DVDs anymore, which makes me really sad, and so I waited for it to be on streaming. Was it on Disney Plus or Prime? I can't remember. Either way, brilliant. Really enjoyed it. It was so fun, and a real, like, political satire kind of film that I think kids would enjoy, but also they'd enjoy the story, but they wouldn't get the overarching story behind the story, you know. But yeah, just really, really enjoyed that whole thing. That's what I've been watching. That's what I've been reading. Let me know what you've been watching and reading down below, because I would love to know. And also, what were you drinking along with me? That was a lovely cup of tea. I've really enjoyed spending the week with you all, and if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like, comment, subscribe, hype it up. All those things are free, and they let me know and the YouTuberverse know that you enjoyed the video, and it'll share it out just that little bit more. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful, magical week, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.